Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today we are cooking lunch. If you were anything like me, lunch is an easy one to start a sandwich. And my kids take sandwiches to school, I take sandwiches to work, but we are going to add a little bit of a twist on your favorite sandwich ingredients. So the ingredients that you're gonna need today are pretty simple. Anything that you would use for a sandwich: your bread, your cheese, your meat, maybe a cucumber, tomatoes, and a little bit of mustard or mayonnaise or whatever you like. And your utensils are gonna be super simple. A knife to give her a chop, and some wooden skewers. You can find these at your supermarket. So before we start cooking, we need to make sure that we are washing our hands and that all of our produce is washed. So take this time to go and do that. I have already washed things, so we're gonna get rolling now. The first thing that we're gonna start with is our meat. I've chosen some charcuterie meats today, a little bit of prosciutto and salami, nice and salty and really yummy. So you don't have to do a lot with your meat. If you have bigger deli meats, you're gonna wanna cut them up a little bit, but because deli meat is easy to fold, we can fold it to stick it onto our sandwich on a stick. If you're using things like chicken breast that maybe you had from leftovers from last night, you're gonna wanna cut it up into bite-sized chunks. So I'm just gonna cut these up a little bit. Again, you're gonna want them to be able to fit into your mouth well, and maybe I'll cut the salami right in half. Moving on, we're gonna go with some cheese. I'm using a cheddar cheese, which is the most popular cheese in Canada. I'm not sure if you knew that fun fact. Also a really yummy one. So we're just gonna, again, bite-sized chunks. As you've probably guessed, a sandwich is on a stick is exactly that. We're gonna take our skewers and we're going to put our ingredients onto them. We're gonna do a little bit more cheese here. Next up is our cucumber. I'll probably do some rounds, nice and thick, and then we'll cut them in half. Get some color in there, as well as your veg. After the cucumbers, we're gonna move on to some cherry tomatoes. And the beauty of a cherry tomato is that it's already bite size. No cutting needed. If you have some smaller kids that are eating these, you might wanna cut them up a little bit. But for an adult or an older kid, this is a perfect size. So maybe that one's a little big. We'll chop that one and this one in half. Finally, we've got our bread. What's a sandwich without bread? Again, we're gonna cube these guys up into nice bite-sized pieces. Maybe take these ones out for now. And there we have it. So when we're cutting, we're wanting to make sure that our fingers are staying away from our knives. And if you're young and just starting to use a knife, make sure you have a parent helping you out. So we have our meat and our cheese, our veggies and our bread. And now is the time to start assembling. You're gonna take your skewer, pointy side, and start wherever you want. You get to be as creative as you want in this process. Maybe change up some color patterns. Fold up that meat and stick it on. The beauty of this is that there's so many varieties. Any vegetable that you like, you might want to put on some peppers. You can change up your meat. If you don't like meat or you're a vegetarian, you don't need to add any meat. And there we have our first sandwich on a stick. You can get these right into your lunchbox, or if you're at home still, you can make up a different kinds. You could do your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and layer in with a piece of fruit. The world's your oyster with the sandwich on a stick. Hope you enjoy.